Give it up for Tanvir, my dad. He's the bomb. Let's see. I served in the Marine Corps during Don't Ask, Don't Tell. I love you. Yeah, I served in the Marine Corps during Don't Ask, Don't Tell. However, the Marines made me gay. It really did. Like, I remember one time my sergeant said, you know what they say, Marine? You can build 1,000 bridges, but if you suck one cock, you'll always be a cocksucker. Yeah. And I'm like, what kind of logic is that, Sergeant? So I'm like, wait a minute. I really want to serve my country. I think I'm on to something. So I sucked 1,000 cocks. And I built one bridge. And he still called me a cocksucker. You can't win, you know? That's probably why we lost Iraq and Afghanistan, you know? Too soon? If you don't laugh at that, I'm just like, the war made me crazy. Laugh at my jokes or you're a fucking terrorist. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Let's see. Yeah, I had a fight, a professional fight here recently. Give it up. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I lost. So if you don't laugh at my jokes, I'll beat you up. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'll let you beat me. I'll let you TKO me in the 3rd round. Losing the fight is not even the worst part. The worst part is after you're done getting knocked out in front of your friends and family. Right? This smoking hot doctor walks up to you. Yeah, and the doctor's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm just pretty embarrassed. And then they look at me, and they're like, look at me. What color are my eyes? And I'm like, I don't know, dreamy. And they're like, you good? How many fingers am I holding up? I'm like, you can fit one more, for sure. For sure you can fit one more. You know? And then like right after the fight, to add on to the embarrassment, all my friends walk up to me like, hey, the doctor, are they single? I'm like, are you kidding me? But doctor is pretty hot, like great ass, 6-pack for like, if like big burly beard, you know. If I had to bang one dude 6 to 9 times, it'd definitely be that motherfucker, you know. Yeah, I've recently been diagnosed with autism. Why are you laughing, sir? It's kind of messed up, you know. No, I mean, sort of. I took an online quiz on Facebook. And I have these characteristics. I do 17 of 25 traits, right? Like when I get excited, I go like this with my fingers. I go like this with my tongue. And I come. And I don't even know if it's true or not, right? I mean, I took this random ass quiz, but I'm just gonna run with it at this point. And so I'll get in like political conversations with people that like do all their research, and I definitely don't, right? And I'll be like, are you kidding me? And then I'll just draw them into this super like factual conversation that I don't know anything about. And then they start winning the battle, and I'm like, fuck, like, what do I do? And I'm like, you really gonna say that to me, bro? I'm autistic. And they're like, I'm so sorry. So then they just have to listen to me for the next 3.5 hours. Be like, build the wall. Like, I'm like arguing with my mom, and I'm like, you're the reason I believe in abortion, Mom. Ha ha ha. Too soon? Tough crowd. On that note, I am currently going through a breakup. I just start crying. It's like not even because my girlfriend said I was autistic or whatever. But the first part of the breakup, they go in phases, right? The first phase is what I like to call the cuck phase. And that's where you know she's banging someone else, but you still think that you have a chance. And if you didn't laugh at that, sir, I know why, dude. It's all good. We're all banging her right now. This is an intervention. This is not a real comedy show. Like right now, brother, I'm sorry. It's happening right now. I'm so sorry. It's like 4 dudes and 2 chicks. Oh, man. Anyway, yeah. And by that, I mean, they'll call you at like 3 a.m. on a Tuesday, and they'll say like, hey, you know, they'll call you. I get out of bed. I'm like, oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, was that your car broke down? Oh, his car broke down? I'll be right there. That's the cuck phase. And females are different than males, of course, right? Or it's 20. Yeah, let me tread lightly. It's 2023 or whatever, right? It's about to be 2023. But girls are very supportive, right? They'll look at the new boo and they'll be like, "Oh, don't worry about her girlfriend. She looks like she probably doesn't wipe her ass all the way." Where'd she get those nails done? She probably gets poop stuck on the inside of her nails when she wipes her ass, girl. Don't worry about her. Yeah, and guys are different. I'll be like out with my boys, like stalking her Instagram from a fake profile, because that's super healthy, right? And I'll be like, dude, bro, she tagged this guy. She said, my boo, can you believe she's banging this dude? And I'll slide the phone over. And my buddy will look at the phone and look at me and say, oh, I can, brother. I'm like, why are you my friend? And then he'll be like, I'm not a numbers guy, but if I were a betting man, I mean, 5'5", the guy looks like he's at least 6'4". Massive dong, brother. She probably called in sick to work tomorrow. I'm like, what do you mean? Why? They're gonna have too much to drink? And he's like, no, I mean, she's not gonna be able to walk, brother. Look at her. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. And it's just the way guys are, right? It's how we share love or whatever. But yeah, dating's hard. I'm like trying to date again. So you that dropped the drinks, I told you I loved you. See you after class. But the other day I did a comedy show. It was in front of like 15 people or whatever. But this one girl told me that I killed it. And I was stoked. And then she said, do you need a ride home at the end of the show, right? And I'm like, I did it. I made it, right? I'm gonna marry this woman. And so I Ubered there. So she gives me a ride home. And on the way, she starts asking me, where do you live? And I tell her like, oh, you know, 913 Dewey Street. No, I'm just kidding. So she gives me a ride home. And as she's taking me home, she says, oh, you live super close to one of these extra houses that I have. I'm like, definitely on protected sex, right? Yeah, dog, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, security. Security. Chicks do it, but I do it, and all of a sudden I'm a freaking sellout, right? But so she stops at her place, and I don't even know what happens, but like by the time you know it, one thing leads to another, right? And we're don't ask me how I know how to do that, but thank my childhood, I guess, right? But yeah, oh God. But yeah, anyway, but by the time you know it, we're hooking up, and I'm doing like my typical, like my standard, like, you know, basic, like first time hookup sex stuff, like slap, like, tell me you love me. Like how many guys from the internet have you fucked, huh? Fucking, who are, and she's like, do you really want to know? And I'm like, no, don't answer that. It's definitely a rhetorical question. And she's like, so many. And I'm like, God damn it. You know how it is, right? They bring out your sex demon. I even threw out your mother sucks cocks in hell in there, you know? Like, that's an Exorcist. He's seen The Exorcist over there. But yeah, you know, I'm doing like my typical stuff. It's like, it's fun, right? I just killed a comedy show. I'm like, I have super high confidence. And then in the middle of it, which is like 20 seconds, right? But she grabs me by the throat, super serious. And she looks at me and she says, you're just my little fucking side piece. Yeah. And as I open my mouth in disbelief, spits in my mouth. That's a real story. I don't even know why you're all laughing. I'm getting fucking Me Too'd up here on stage. Y'all are cracking up. I'm over here just trying to get an extra house, you know? The shit men have to go through to try and land, anyway. So yeah, she says that. This is 100% true, right? It's funny, when I told all my friends, they all laughed at me, again, guys. And I'm like, this is not funny, like... And so, yeah, we're hooking up, and she's like, you're like my little fucking side piece. And then, you know, I'm like, what? Like, what is going on? And then she's like, fuck me harder, side piece. Fuck me harder. And for some odd reason, right then and there, I'm like, see you after class. That's when I finish. It's crazy, right? And so, whatever, I pass out, I try and pass out, and then she wakes me up. No, we're not sleeping. Get up. I'm gonna drive you home. And I'm like, I can Uber. And she says, no, I wanna further degrade you. I wanna drive you home with the radio off and not say a word to you. Because that's what fucking happened. Yeah, dog, you've been there, for sure. Wait a minute, Dad? No, I'm just kidding. So no, we're going. She drops me off home, and I'm like, you know, I've worked my whole life to get this house. Like, it's by the Pearl. I'm pretty stoked about it, right? I grew up sleeping on floors, like, did not have a bed till I was 11. I'm super proud of my house. And she rolls up, and the first thing she says, she looks at it, and she says, oh, these are cute little apartments. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, who hurt you? So I'm walking inside, and like, all of a sudden I have my shoes off and my feet are all black, and I have my high heels over my shoulder. I'm like, doing the walk of shame, right? And I go inside, I pass out, great, right? I wake up and I text her, hey, that was kind of hot. Right, scene. And I'm like, Jesus, I feel like this is karma for some weird reason or another, but like, not that I've ever done that or would. But, you know, anyway, I get out of bed, I pee. As soon as I'm done peeing, I stand up. Why are you laughing? It's 2023, dude. Sometimes it just feels better, okay? But yeah, I'm like, my confidence is just stripped, right? And I'm like washing my hands all sad, right, in the mirror, like looking at my little pitiful face. And I'm washing my hands, and I'm like, wait a minute, you are not just a side piece. You are a human being, not a sandwich. And I'm doing like my positive affirmations, right? I'm like, you are worthy. You are valued. And all this other stupid shit chicks post on Instagram, but I'm doing all those things, and then I wash my hands, and I kind of like chuckle, and I'm like, wait a minute, side piece? Last I remember is we definitely didn't use protection. I finished inside of her, and she told me she wasn't on birth control. Side piece? Side piece? I just promoted myself to deadbeat baby daddy, stupid bitch. Anyway, I hit her up in the morning, plan B, question mark. She calls me immediately, and I'm like, okay, cool, you know, what's up? Hey, plan B. And she's like, oh no, I know my body, I know I'm not pregnant. I'm like, your last name is Hernandez, first of all. Yeah, I can say that, my mom's from Mexico. She has 12 kids, but anyway, yeah. And she says, oh, I just want to be one of those girls. And I'm like, one of those girls, Amanda? What does that even mean if that's even your real name, you fucking stupid bitch? What? And she's like, you know, I just want to be one of those girls who's just always taking plan B. And I'm like, so you always take plan B, is what you're saying? And then she says, oh, you know, it's just bad for your body. I'm like, bad for your body? Do you know what else is bad for your body? Amanda? Amanda Jr.? An abortion? Me, when I find you on these streets, you fucking stupid bitch. That's a domestic violence joke, in case you didn't pick up on that. But anyway, I'm Justin Governale. Thank you so much. Just my time.